As a kid growing up in Memphis and doing all the time I lived in Los Angeles, I drive home to Memphis twice a year. And the moment I cross that bridge, I'm going to get me a barbecue. I use a pork spare rib. They're meaty, they're not fatty. You get more bang for the buck out of those than you do the baby back rib. And the meat is sweet and tender because they are not from those big fatty raised hogs. Look how that meat come apart. Just as moist and tender and done as it can be. If you got to eat it and put it off, it's not done. This would be considered a small order pork ribs. This corny.
Oh yeah, that's right, y'all. We doing ribs today. And we gonna make them real simple. Now, first thing we gonna do with this spare rib, to clarify, because you could do baby backs, whatever kind of ribs you want, but we doing spare ribs today because they the best for your bang. So we gonna take out this little piece of meat right here. That's gonna be for my dog, Queen, y'all. Y'all know Queen. And then, because of my smoker, after we get rid of that membrane, we're gonna go ahead and cut this rib in half, because there's no way this rib was fit in my smoker unless you cut it in half. Once we get it cut in half, we're gonna go ahead and pat it dry, because your seasoning is not gonna bind to that meat if you don't have a dry surface to start with. And then we're gonna use that Stelly Grills and Chills rub. Now, the thing about my rub, it has absolutely no salt in it. Now what it does have is things like onion powder, paprika, garlic powder, herbs, and brown sugar. And it's really a tasty rub, y'all. If you really want to know the recipe, just let me know in the comments down below, and I'll give you that. But other than that, you can use any rub that you want to use. Now, since my rub don't have salt in it, I like to add my salt later. And we're gonna go ahead and rub that in as well. Just like we rubbed in that rub. And then we're gonna let this sit for about 30 minutes before we get it on that smoker. Once that 30 minutes have passed, we're gonna get it straight into that smoker. And as you see, I already got it going, y'all. That smoke is flowing. And look at little Queen, that's her piece of meat right there. Of course, it didn't have any seasoning on it because they don't need seasoning. Dogs do not need seasoning. But anyway, we're gonna let this smoke for about 2-3 hours.
With this owner in this company since 1974. I've been doing barbecue since I was about 6 years old. You know, everybody in Memphis think they can really barbecue, so on the 4th of July, you see a lot of little grills out here and there. When I really get ready to eat ribs or something like that, any kind of barbecue, I like to try other people's stuff. But I know what mine tastes like. It's good, I know that. The people ask us, how long do we cook them? Hell, I don't know. We cook until they're done. It's all about how you got the fire regulated too. And the slower you cook these products like this, the better off they'll be. Oh yeah, it's about as good as it gets. It had all it can stand. You don't need nothing but the plate, and you're in front of some hungry customer. It's almost like these things got a mind of their own.
Now, for people that don't know, this is how you know when your rib. So once our rib did exactly that, let go and let that pressure off, because all you gotta do is pick it up and it will unfold just like that. We gonna get it off that smoker, and this is the end result, y'all. And guess what? We ready to cut this bad boy up and eat good, y'all. And eat good. And I already know. It look good though, don't it? Nice and juicy. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to bite into this, y'all. Now as you can see, that rib is just falling right off that bone. So you know it's cooked to perfection. And check it out, y'all. We gotta go and take us a bite. And as always, perfect, y'all. Tender, just how you want it. But anyway, love, peace, and keep it grilling, y'all. See ya.